All right, guys. Coach is coming our way right now. Hey, Coach. We can hear you, and we are ready whenever you are.
Okay, let me throw just an injury update here. So Willie Gay is really the only new one. He hurt his toe in the game, so he didn't go today. We'll just see how he does here next couple of days. Frank Clark did a little bit today, and Austin Blythe, again, he did not practice today. So and that's really all I have to give you there. I liked what I saw in the game. Really both sides of the ball. Again, we were able to get the young guys some extended play, which I thought was important. And especially for Brett and the decisions he had to make. He's in the process right now going through everything. I mean, he's made cuts in that, but at the same time, he's got to put together a 16-player practice squad, and he's got to keep finalizing what other teams are doing and if they want to work into what we're doing here as far as moving players around a little bit. So that's where we're at. Time's yours.
We'll go first to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Coach, we're talking with Jody a little bit later. I remember you saying earlier he's put a lot of work in, switching back and forth between positions. We've heard from coaches about the weight that he's gained, but there's got to be like a mental aspect to it as well. What kind of mental work have you seen him kind of do to put the work in to prepare the position that he's in now?
Yeah, and I mean, he busts his tail, and he's earned the right to have made that cut. And you know, it's been his attitude all the way through, just positive attitude and fighting for a spot. And that's been the one kind of common denominator that's gotten him to this point. It was a matter of becoming more consistent, thus growing in the size part of it. Remember, he was a quarterback before that. He was a junior college quarterback, then a receiver, then a tight end. So he's kind of gone through a gamut of positions there.
Go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Brad, I'll have a second question after this as well. I'm just wondering, 1 to 53, do you feel like this is your deepest group since you've been here? And Brad, I'll have a second question.
Yeah, listen, that's a good question. I think time will tell on that as we work through it, and we'll see production-wise, you know, what we look like once we get into games. Still got ways to go. I mean, we've got another week here that we've got to get ourselves ready to play against a good Browns team. So, but we'll see. Right. I like the group, though, to answer your question.
Okay. And obviously you guys like Mike Hughes because you traded for him, but is there anything about him that's his game that surprised you maybe since he's been here?
Well, he does a nice job covering, but he's also a good punt returner. So he can punt return, kick return, and then he gives you that corner flex there. So he can play either side and do it well.
Let's go next to Sam Mellinger. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andy. You mentioned going through the tape of the game. I'm just curious, just specific to the offensive line. Overall in the preseason, where do you see that group? You know, there's a lot of communication and stuff like that needs to happen. Where do you see their strengths and maybe some stuff that you want to clean up over the next couple of weeks? Yeah,
so listen, I mean, Mike kept it pretty basic compared to what he's got in his package there at Minnesota. So the offensive line, I thought, looked good. I think the week before gave you a better indicator as far as being able to pick up stuff and all the blitzes and games. And I thought they did a good job there. So do we have room to grow? Absolutely. I mean, the more they play together, the better they're going to be. And that, you know, especially those young ones, and that becomes important as we go forward. I think the offensive line is in a good position. I mean, we kept a number of players here that have got experience either with us or with other teams. So it's I feel good about that group.
Let's go next to Herbie Tiopi. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach. Good afternoon.
All right, Herbie.
Hope you're well. You mentioned Willie Gay's toe injury, and you've seen players deal with turf toe-like injuries or toe injuries before. A week and a half before the start of the regular season, what's your concern level with him that he will be available for the season opener?
Yeah, listen, I think the next few days here, a week or so, will tell us, and we'll just see where we're at with it. Those things are sensitive. Like I said, we'll play it by ear and see how he does.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Coach, I was wondering how much of the emphasis this week is general, maybe / AFC West, or has it been a full switch to the game planning already for the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, sure. So we went back through, and those things that we didn't cover that we had talked about in training camp, we wanted to go back and work on those. And so that's kind of what today was. Obviously, we don't have a scout team, or we just serviced ourselves today. And one's got to work. It was one of those days. So, but both sides of the ball plus special teams were able to work on some things that they thought could help them, throughout the season. It wasn't so much Cleveland or that.
Looks like we've got one more. We'll go last to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
Coach, with it being cut down day and everything, I know you've been through a lot of these, but back in the day, there was maybe a lot more gamesmanship. Maybe the stashing guys on the IR, the old Mark Rippon story, and everything that's out there. How much of that kind of leeway or maybe freedom with the pup list and the injured list is there for an organization to kind of get creative and maybe massage the numbers?
Yeah, I think with technology, man, it's tough to sneak it through those things. It's just there's too much communication that goes on amongst the team and teams and media and so on. So I think everything's pretty upfront in the way it works, but I'd probably tell you it's slim. Unless somebody knows a way of doing it. That's not. We just put it out there and go and try to stay with the rules.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, guys, we got Mike Hughes coming your way next. All right, guys. Mike should be stepping up right now. Mike, you hear us okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. All right, we'll get started, and we'll start first with Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Mike, congratulations on making the team. Do you feel like you showed the Chiefs the real you, the player you are, maybe more than you ever had a chance to with the Vikings?
Man, first of all, I'd just like to say it's just a blessing to be here, blessing to be in this position, man. My approach, man, I just come out here every day to compete and, treat it like I could be going tomorrow, So I just go out there and compete. I think I showed what I can do, my versatility as far as the punt return, kick return, and playing on the defensive side of the ball as well. I just try to do what the coaches tell me to do and, try to give them my full effort or whatever they want me to do.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Mike. No got called back, but still, how good did that kick return feel on Friday?
Man, it's always a good feeling to get in the end zone, no matter the situation. But it felt really good. It's been a while since I returned a punt, probably since college, I think. And, it felt good. It felt good to, have those guys do their job up front. They did a great job. I was untouched. And, I just look forward to making those plays, man.
Let's go next to Miss Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Hey, I just want to ask you, you're on the team, you made the team, but do you feel there's an overall anxiousness among the whole group when you're not really sure where the cuts are coming from when they're from 80 to 53? Do you kind of feel like everybody felt it really strong in that last preseason game? And for some guys that maybe or you talk with, they were kind of, sitting there just anxiously waiting. What is that like as a player?
Like I said earlier, you just got to control what you can control. Just come in every day, try to do your job to the best of your ability. Try to go out there and compete. And like I said, just treat every day like you could be going tomorrow. And that's the approach that I took. And I know we had a very close group during training camp as a DB group. We try to help out one another, and like at the end of the day, we could just control what we can control, and that's to go out there and do your job and have the coaches make those tough decisions.
Let's go next to Herbie Tiopi. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Mike, kind of like a follow-up on Matt McMullen's earlier question. The punt return was called back, but it would have came against your former team. How bittersweet, or what kind of emotions were you going through pregame and then even after the game, knowing that you had a good game against your former team?
I mean, it was bittersweet, but I don't have a grudge against those guys. It's all love. I talked to some of the players pregame, postgame. So, they were all happy for me. So, it was a good feeling, man. Good to see those guys. Just having fun competing against those guys, too.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Mike, especially with this being your second team, can you kind of classify how you view this cornerback group, especially just the work that you're capable of on the field?
We work so hard over here, man. Competing against those guys on offense, those guys are going to give you the best look that they can. It's a blessing, man. Like just going against some of the best, receivers in the league every day. It makes the game that much easier. And we coach put a big emphasis just on working hard, man. That's really what we do at practice. We work, and once we come game time, it's that much easier. So I just come in every day, man, with the right mindset, and those guys, we are going to rally behind each other, and that's the most important thing about that group. The camaraderie is great. We are going to help one another, and try to get the big job done, and you know what that is.
Looks like we got 3 left. We'll go right down the line, starting with Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Mike, congratulations. I think everybody's at one time or another finds themselves where they're, maybe it's the wrong time, wrong place. But what is it about Kansas City that is the right place, right time for you that let you tap in and play your best right now?
I'm putting all my trust in the Lord, man, and the coaches for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. And I've just been taking everything in stride, man, and just going with it. And, hopefully things keep going my way, and I'm going to just keep working hard and controlling what I can control, man.
Last 2, we'll go Pete and then Seren. Go ahead, Pete.
I have just a second quick one, Brad. Mike, congratulations again. Have you been told by Steve Spagnuolo that right cornerback job in the nickel, your expectation is to start there week 1?
I haven't been told anything, man. Like I reverting back to what I said earlier, controlling what I can control. Wherever they want me to play, I'll play it, and I just roll with it.
And then, given your success in the returning during the preseason, how much do you really expect maybe to get an opportunity to kick return this season?
I'm not even sure, man, but I'm always stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
We'll go last to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
I've got 2 real quick as well, Brad. First of all, what's like working against Patrick Mahomes, right? Like nobody who's got to play him wearing another jersey is going to go out there and say anything, but you just get to work against him. How much does that sharpen your craft, and what's it like playing against a guy that's as talented as Mahomes in practice day after day?
Man, it sharpens our craft. Not only me, but the whole defense. It sharpens our craft. He gives great looks, man. You can't ask for a better look from a better quarterback. So he gives tremendous looks, man. We just go out there and compete, and whenever you can make a play on him, you can make a play on anybody, and that's how we feel. And he just makes us that much better. So it's great to have him on that side.
And then a little bit more about that cornerback room. This organization, particularly since Steve Spagnuolo came in, has been able to kind of grab guys in, untraditional spots. I know you were a first rounder, but the Chiefs didn't get you with the first round. But everybody seems to come in and play well and maybe play better as a group. What is it about a Steve Spagnuolo defense, your coaching staff? Why does it seem to be that this is a place that corners can come and be all they can be?
No, I can't speak for anybody else, but I know he does a great job of putting guys in position, playing to their strengths. And obviously he runs a great scheme. And like I said, putting guys in the best position to make plays. And I think that's what he does well. So,
Mike, we appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right, guys, we got Jody Fortson coming your way next.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Now we're good. You hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. We'll get started, and we'll start first with Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Joe, you got a huge smile on your face there. What were your emotions? What were your feelings like when you knew that you had made the team? And I'll have a second question after this.
God is good, man. I done put a lot of time into this, and it was a lot of days that I thought that this wouldn't come, but I just stayed true to it, and I just kept working, and here we are. I know it's so much more work to do, but I was told to take my small victories as well and cherish them. So it's been a long road, dog. It's been a long road.
And that long road, I mean, obviously, the Chiefs rolled out against the Minnesota Vikings a 14 personnel look. You know, you Kelsey, Mahomes smiled about it. And, the opportunity to contribute in those kinds of formations. How dangerous do you think this Chiefs offense now will be with the flexibility with a guy like you in a 14 personnel look?
I mean, we were already dangerous before I was activated. I think we just got a little bit more dangerous, to be honest with you, because I believe in my talents, and obviously they do as well because I'm on the active roster now. But it gives us the opportunity to form a lot of looks and create the defense in so many different mismatches, and just it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's fun to be a part of it. I kind of wish I was in the stands to see, like, oh wow, they got 4 of those guys out there. But I'm a part of it, so it's dope. It's an incredible experience. I'm so grateful.
Go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Jody, congratulations. I was just curious, in what ways do you feel like you're better suited to be a tight end than a wide receiver? And Brad, I'll have a second question as well.
I think I could play both positions. Simple and plain. I don't think I'm better suited at either one. But I do know that me being in the box closer to those linebackers and the safeties, it creates a bigger mismatch. That's what I do know. And, yeah, that's it. Okay.
And if the Chiefs needed you to play wide receiver in a game, in an emergency, somebody gets hurt, whatever, you feel like you could do that at this point? Do you know the offense, those positions well enough?
I do. I feel like that they needed me to play long snapper. I can go out there and do it. Like, I feel like wherever they need me to play is where I'm going to be at. I feel like there's nothing I can't do. So, yeah, to answer your question, yes, I could step outside and go play X or play Z, step in the slot. I feel like you could put me anywhere.
Let's go next to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey, congratulations. I hate to bring you down here, but you talked about how long of a road it was. I wonder if you could tell us about maybe a point if you thought it wasn't going to happen. Do you know a day, or maybe you think something in your mind where you're like, I don't know if this is really for me?
There's a couple different. I feel like, for instance, I'll just go back to the more recent one where, I'm a tryout, walking on to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm at tight end for the first time since 2006, and then they're throwing me in there, and I'm like, oh man, I can't remember what a 3-point stance is, or who to block this, and I'm lining up wrong, and I'm just doing everything wrong. But I'm running fast, but I'm doing everything wrong, and they just gave me a chance. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a chance to calm it down, and I did get cut. I got cut, but I had some time to reflect and be like, wow, like maybe this not for me. Like, they want to make me a tight end. I haven't done this in a long time, but something told me to do it. God told me just to stick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to pay off for you.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Jody. Congrats, man. Coach Tobe told us last week that you went to him a year ago and asked him, what do I need to do to get better? Can you tell us about that and how you applied that to this offseason program and this preseason?
Yeah, simple and plain. He just told me I need to be more dominant. He told me I need to go out there with a even hungrier mindset. And what I did was I just left no stone unturned. I didn't take any plays off, any reps off. I calculated everything as if it was a game rep. I messed up here and there, but everything was fast and everything was precise. I was intentional with everything that I did. As far as my drops, as far as my reads, even after the play, trying to just trick myself. I was just really intentional with how I handle special teams this time around. Shout out to the special team shirt too.
Let's go next to Ms. Karen Konecki. Go, Karen.
Congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you. But you know what a lot of guys feel like who didn't make the team. And can you just talk about the highs and lows of that? I mean, being like, oh God, I finally made it. But you know what those guys are going through. Can you talk about those things? Because this is a hard time. This is an ecstatic time. This is a great time. And for some people, a downer kind of thing. So
It's definitely a downer.
Yeah.
But, like, I would just say just try your best to stay locked in and stay focused. You know, it's definitely tough. You know what I'm saying? You work hard all camp, all off season to prepare your body, your mind to, you know, endure these things. And for it not to work out in your benefit right now just yet, it's hard. It's definitely hard, especially when you feel like you put your best foot forward. But just continue to see it through. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get this far to only get this far. You just keep pushing. I'm a strong believer. It's only pointless if you quit. If you quit, then everything you did was for nothing. So you just got to keep going on and just keep riding with it. It's definitely hard, though. I promise you it's hard.
We've got 3 more. Let's go next to Mr. Sam McDowell. Good, Sam.
Hey, Jody, can you just tell us how you found out you made the team?
I found out I made the team, you know, by pretty much a lot of congratulations from the team. You know what I'm saying? Pat was the first person I seen. I was in the weight room. He just came up to me and said, "Congratulations, man. All your hard work. I'm proud of you." And it kind of stemmed from there. It really didn't hit me when he was telling me this, that I had made the team. I'm thinking like, what are you talking about? But it's like, what you mean? Like, you're the team? Like, you're here? I'm like, oh, snap. And then like a bunch of coaches just came up to me and said, "Congratulations, man. We've seen the work you put in." And it was just a collective family effort. Like everybody involved just came up to me one by one and just solidifies it right here, I guess. And I'm being right here in front of this mic telling you I'm on the team.
Let's go last 2. We'll go Pete Sweeney and then Steve. Go ahead, Pete.
Congratulations, Jody. Awesome story to kind of follow here. Follow up to Sam's question. You had mentioned just your admiration last time we talked to you for Travis Kelce. I was wondering what his reaction was, and then if you could describe the first phone call that you made after finding out.
Well, first of all, I haven't made the phone call yet. So you guys are like, my mom's probably watching this like, he didn't even tell me, but he's talking to y'all. But my bad, Mom. But as far as Chad's reaction, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he expected it. You know what I'm saying? He's seen the work that I put in. I remember going back in OTAs, like after practice, I would go to his house and kind of study the playbook. And he would kind of teach me fronts and defenses and certain leverage points in order to block better. So I would say I can't speak for him, but from what I've seen, it's like he expected it. It wasn't anything new for him. And that's even an honor in itself. Like, I truly feel like he's the GOAT. Like, that's a great mentor on and off the field. Like, that's somebody that I would call long after I get done with this game to just ask for advice. So, yeah, I appreciate Kels. You know that, though.
Let's go last to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, what's going on, Jody?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Congratulations, first of all. You made the team now. You posted that you're on Madden finally.
Finally.
Yeah. How do you transition from that mindset though that now I've made it to let's now get to work?
Well, I don't have the mindset that I've made it. You know what I'm saying? This is ultimately, you know what I'm saying, this is a step in the right direction, but this isn't the dream. This isn't what I wanted, like not what I wanted, but this is not my end goal. You know what I'm saying I have plans, I have dreams. And I plan to see him through. I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all what it is. I just gonna have to see it. But yeah, this is just the beginning. I'm just getting started.
Jody, we appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for joining us.
For sure. I appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. That is it for today. Give me 1 second here and I'll jump back on to give you a quick update.